This is Redemption, an actual play podcast set in the Star Wars role-playing game system, with Chris Burlew as the GM and also the droid R3A1.
Maybe we should do an investigation on whose handwriting that is.
Kendall Jung as the Twi'lek former Padawan, Karel.
Yes, we don't want him to get too moist.
Michael Waldschlager II as the Duros pilot, Tazi.
I mean, that tastes like something we serve to children on Duros there.
And Nathan Robinson as the Nautilin gunner, Ko.
I would like to leave as soon as Ayla Sakura is not passed out inside of Karel's bed.
Episode 207, Mental Blocks. With an assassination averted and the senator saved, it's all in a day's work for the crew of the KRALLET'S FANG. However, while there was no bloodshed or panic in the streets, behind closed doors, the crew has to deal with the aftermath of their choices.
One of them's down, the other one's just unconscious.
Inside the theater, correct?
Yes, 4th floor, room 402.
Okay, well, I'm outside the theater right now.
Okay, there's an open window, if you can see it.
Oh, I know exactly where the fight is. I've been watching it. Well, your droid took off, so I followed him.
Would you please come up?
Sure.
I understand that the back door is open.
So the flipped destiny point means that we caught that and switched direction to the other stairwell.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You guys make it down the stairwell to the speeder, and she comes up. I see you were successful.
I'm sorry about the one in the hall. She kind of caught me by surprise. The other one's just unconscious. I don't know how to restrain her, though.
I can take care of her. But I have to explain to the Rhodians what they were going to use to make the assassination attempt.
I don't know what they were doing.
I still have to have a good story. What would you suggest?
As far as I can tell, is they had these energy bows, but I didn't see Tazi's father anywhere, and Karel blatantly winks at Ayla Sakura.
Okay.
I'm the only one here right now. I will go and make a report of whatever you need.
All right. She smiles and says, very well. You have to come with me and fill out the report.
I thought you had a droid to do that.
Well, for the Jedi Council, the Rhodians are going to want their own report.
Ah, okay.
Captain Avon, I'm sure, will be thrilled to speak with you.
Karel just puts her arms out in front of her, wrists up, like she's expecting to be handcuffed.
Oh, I don't think that'll be necessary.
All right.
Grab that one. She points at the one that's still alive.
Okay, I grab her.
And she takes you out to one of the Rhodian security forces and starts giving them orders. And
Out of the corner of her eye, Karel sees a speeder silently heading, or kind of moving its way through the traffic toward the space dock.
And she pointedly does not look at it.
Yep. And then she sends the security forces up, and they clean up. They do their crime scene stuff. That'll take a while.
On Karel's comm channel, as she's heading back with Ayla and the security team, she'll hear a very quick, "Back to the ship when you're ready."
Ko kind of taps Tazi on the shoulder, and he's like, stop. He gets out. He's like, take your dad. Take him. Go. He jogs up behind Ayla and Karel. He's like, hello, loves.
Make a quick warfare check.
Okay.
Because you now have time to actually look at this.
Yes, I do look at it, and I know all about it.
Yeah. This has got an extended barrel for extended range. What's odd to you is where the battery pack is, it's been modified, so you can tell it will do extra damage, but it's not very secure. It could overload at any time and could blow up. If it got shot by another gun, it's pretty easy to just destroy it. The intent was not for this weapon to survive.
So he kind of like walks up, and he's kind of got it like safety held, not really in a military position. And he's like, hello, loves.
Hello.
Did he call you that a lot?
No.
It's new to me, too.
I found this. It was in one of the alleyways in the theater. I believe this thing was going to be used.
They must have dropped it on the way in.
I must have. I didn't see anybody else with it.
She kind of looks a little miffed. Very well. Thank you. And she motions and has one of the security officers take it. Anything else you'd like to disclose?
Nope, that's it. I'm home. See ya.
Anything you want to share?
Or confess?
Or confess? Anything that I can help you with?
I am damn good looking, and I know it. Kara just turns around and walks away.
Is delusional part of the way of using, dealing with grief?
It can be.
All right. Paperwork?
Star wipe to the landing pad where the speeder pulls up, and Tazi gets out of the speeder and goes into the back of the speeder and is trying his best to lug his dad out. His dad seems to be coming around, but is still not all with it.
All he keeps mumbling is, have to kill her. Have to kill her.
Tazi looks down at his father and then looks back toward the city where his friends are. And the ramp slowly descends from the ship, and Tazi slowly walks his dad up the ramp, A1 following behind.
So you're all on the ship. You have successfully brought Essek back to the ship.
We did.
You have successfully stopped the assassination
Of Amidala.
Senator
Senator, excuse me.
Amidala.
We're welcome.
You're welcome.
So are you.
No, I mean, everyone's welcome.
Yes. Nobody said it, but
Yeah,
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Tazi.
you.
Sorry about the hiccup.
No, it's cool. I mean, it's fine. It's, things happen sometimes when you're doing rescues.
I don't know. I think I'm just kind of nervous.
We should probably get off Rhodia soon.
Right, especially when they realize that we lied to them.
Well, not to mention, Black Sun and everything else.
Which time?
All of the times that we mess with the Black Sun. All of them.
Yeah,
it's only been once.
I think he was asking which time regarding the lying.
That too.
There was multiple instances of lying.
Many instances of lying. It's kind of our thing.
It's creative storytelling. What would you like to do with Essek?
I mean, maybe we
Keep him knocked out.
Do a...
You want me to do a med check? Keep him.
Yes.
Keep him under.
average.
Is average 2, right?
Correct.
2 successes and a threat.
You do a quick examination. You realize that looking him over, right now he is under such mental strain, you need to fix whatever's going on with him. Otherwise, he won't survive. He would be having horrible nightmares, and mentally he could just shatter.
What if I put him out so deep he has no nightmares?
Like a medically induced coma?
Yes.
You could.
And maybe it's not so good now that I think about it.
While you're doing your examination, Karel actually wanders into the med bay looking for some medicine. Is he going to be okay?
What's your definition of okay?
Alive? And, talking?
Alive, yes. Talking, he could be a gibbering idiot.
Okay. Just looking for some gauze. Still a little tender on the side.
Left corner behind me in that door right there.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Are you broken?
Well, I did get stabbed. I mean, you did a little, field surgery, but it's still...
Back to packs are 2 rows down.
Thank you.
Didn't somebody shoot her too?
Yeah, but she'll be fine.
A bit. The armor took most of it.
Anyway, so yeah.
Is Essek, tossing and turning and mumbling?
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of... gotta kill her. Gotta kill her.
I'm going to attempt to, see if I can sense any sort of presence, another force presence that might be, I know the Deathmiri do some strange things with the force to people. I want to see if I can, detect, another mind on his.
You definitely get a sense of the dark side within him. You get the impression that it's probably a little stronger than what you're able to deal with on your own.
I think the Dathomiri are still pressing on his mind, even though we killed them. That shouldn't be happening.
KO pries open the eye a little bit, and there's just the weird
bright,
green glowiness.
Green.
He's like, yeah, I got that from the bright, glowy, green eyes.
We need help. I don't think this is something I can help with. We need a real Jedi.
Then that's fair. I mean, I could technically probably put him in a deep, deep coma, but bringing him out is kind of different.
There's a lot of darkness in there. We don't want to leave him in it.
Over the shipwide comm.
All right, I'm spooling up the engines. Where are we going?
Well, about that leaving thing.
Rhodia, maybe?
Oh, I'll plot the course.
So, we're not leaving?
Well, it kind of depends on how you want your father to be.
What's wrong? I
Can you come down here? This is weird talking over the radio when you're 20 yards away.
Hold on.
Right, so Tazi walks into the med bay.
So I know he's still possessed.
That's a good word for it, actually. The Dathomiri witches there's some sort of hold on his mind. Them dying didn't do anything.
It hasn't gotten any better.
No, and there's a powerful dark side presence in him. We need a real Jedi.
What about Sakura? Is she available?
That's what we were thinking. Because otherwise, we could go to Coruscant and go to the Jedi Temple.
Yeah, but that's a bit of a hike.
Yeah, I know.
We have
But
a Jedi right here, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right, so who's going to call her?
Not me.
Not it.
Not it.
All right.
You drew the short straw.
I will try and get a hold of Jedi Sakura and see if she can help us with Dad's crazy brain.
Right. Yeah, I would let her know that it's Dathomiri. Well, actually, side note, she doesn't know that your father was there.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
She also...
She knows my father was involved.
No, I get what he means. Officially, she does not know this. So you need to speak to her unofficially.
I'll talk to her in code. I got it.
Or meet her somewhere and then explain it, yes.
Creative
Where she's not being
storytelling.
recorded.
One of those things.
Good
Yes.
luck with
I will
that.
paint a picture with words.
Oh,
That's
perfect.
good.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go do that. You guys just make sure he doesn't bite his tongue off or whatever.
I'm going to strap him down. I proceed to strap him down.
Don't put him in a coma, though.
No, that crossed my mind, but the bringing him out of coma...
I'm just saying I don't, like...
A1,
Yeah,
when you get a chance, can you build a second table in here? In case he has more than one patient?
sure.
I'm going to go to my room and lay down and use this back to pack.
I'm going to ensure your father doesn't kill himself.
That's a good idea. Thank you. I'll go make the call. I'll let you guys know if we come up with a meet or if she's going to come here or what the deal is.
Okay.
Oh, good.
We swipe over to Tazi on the bridge.
Tazi keys in a code on the holocom unit, so...
Yes?
Jedi Sakura, I apologize for interrupting. So that situation that we had talked about earlier, regarding, there was another member of my race that had some issues. Can you come to our ship? There's something important we kind of need to discuss with you, and you might need to see it with your own eyes.
Very well. I will be there shortly.
We'll have the ramp down waiting for you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Tazi goes to get on the comms and then just thinks better of it and yells down the hallway, "She'll be here in 5 to 10 minutes!"
Okay, thank you.
Sounds great.
A1 looks over. I should get dressed. And he picks up his little medals and puts them on. Then he opens up the door. And then she walks up a little while later.
Tazi meets her at the gangplank.
Yeah.
Kurl goes too.
Thank you for coming, Jedi Sakura. If you could follow me into the medical bay, we've got something that you should probably see.
Very well. I do appreciate you stopping the assassination attempt.
Well, you're most welcome.
Well, we might need to take out a favor in trade, so we'll see here. If you'd follow me, please.
Very well.
And Tazi walks into the med bay.
Hello, Ayla.
Hello.
So this is my father, Essek. Obviously, he cannot say hi right now. Kao's trying to keep him restrained, but we thought you might find this interesting. If you don't mind, Ko?
Yeah, no problem. I pull the aisle just a little bit, trying not to force him too much. Glowy greenness occurs. That would be Dathomiri witchiness, I believe.
There's a really strong dark side presence in him. It's way beyond anything I've seen.
She looks very concerned, and she gets very focused and puts her hands on his head and closes her eyes and just, please, everyone, I need to concentrate.
I back out of the room.
Tazi stays in the room but backs off toward the door and tries to stay quiet.
Kurl actually backs towards the wall and then actually sits and meditates and says nothing while this is going on. She's actually trying to reach out to the Force to kind of understand what she's doing.
And Tazi looks over at A1 and just puts a finger up to his mouth.
A couple minutes later, she opens her eyes. I believe we can break this, but I can't do it alone. We will have to enter his mind. And when she says we, she's looking right at Corell. The Dathomirians have somehow inserted themselves into his mind. We will have to go in there and push them out.
Even though we took care of the Dathomiri.
Those two were just his escorts.
Oh.
They were not the
okay.
ones that are actively controlling him.
The amount of power that would take at such a range.
That's true.
Wait, so would there still be a Dathomiri on planet?
I do not know that. I just opened myself up to see what I could learn about how to fix him.
I'll do what I can, but it's kind of advanced stuff. And
Very well. She puts her hands on his head and says, you will need to put your hands on the other side and concentrate.
Kurl takes a position opposite Ayla and does as instructed.
Tazi takes a seat in the room and just sits and watches.
Okay. After a couple of minutes, Tazi, you can see Ayla and Corell, and you can kind of see how they are struggling throughout this whole thing. And as the scene goes, you're going to see that they actually physically sometimes will jerk and move around, and you can see that they're concentrating and really straining. So, Krell, you close your eyes. You feel yourself kind of floating. Then you see Essek standing in front of you. And you see Jedi Sakura standing next to Essek as well. Around you guys, you start seeing other Dathomirians that are kind of floating in the air around you. And you hear them all kind of whispering, "Kill her. Kill Amidala." And there's multiples that kind of fade in and fade out of your vision. And you can constantly hear those voices.
Looking over, what is Ayla doing? Does she, in this dreamscape, for lack of a better word, does it look like she's physically doing anything?
She looks over at you. Physical attacks won't work. This is a battle of will and of our minds. We have to find a way of pushing them out. She's actually has her hands straight out, and whenever one of the ghosts kind of comes towards her, she moves her hands towards them, and they actually physically move away from her.
So Karel looks at Ayla, who's doing these weird, slow, almost Tai Chi moves as the different Dathomiri Witch presences come in. And she kind of closes her eyes to try and reach that meditative state that she's in her physical body, but not here. And she unconsciously mirrors a few of Ayla's motions, but when her eyes open, she actually is holding a lightsaber in her hand, and she's going through a Shien meditation maneuver as one of the witches comes in, and the blade comes up to almost parry it out of the way like it was another strike. But it doesn't look like her lightsaber. It's more of a brilliant bluish purple than a dark violet.
Okay. Make a discipline check. The DC is just hard, so it's just 3. Wow.
I have 1 failure.
Okay. You go to parry the one, and it kind of moves out of your way.
Okay.
And you almost get the feeling like it smiles.
All right.
And you hear Jedi Sakura. We need to keep doing this. If we can both focus and push them out, we can do this.
Okay, got it. Well, right hand's got her lightsaber. Another one comes drifting in from her left, and she actually reaches out and tries to force push it away.
Okay.
So she's defense ready on the right, but going offensively with the force on the left.
Okay. Same check, discipline check again.
Fail. 2 advantages, though. I'm going to use 2 of those to regain some strain.
All right.
So the force push just it doesn't find any purchase, and the force ghost just kind of goes almost right through it, like it's not there.
Okay. One of them does try to swoop in and hit you, and you manage to kind of sidestep out of the way.
Okay.
Jedi Sakura, you kind of notice that she actually is now on one knee, and she is starting to strain as another Dathomirian witch has appeared, but she looks larger, and instead of it being kind of like a mask, her face is completely exposed, and the robes that she's wearing are real big and flowing, and it looks almost like she's got almost like her robes kind of form little waves in the air above her, almost like little tentacles, but they don't actually lash out. They just kind of float in the air.
Okay, so more apparition-like.
Yeah. And you could see that Jedi Sakura and her have locked into some sort of mental battle.
Okay. I'm going to focus I'm going to attempt to force another one of those back using... Basically, I'm going to go offensively with the lightsaber, trying to beat it back from the 2 of them.
Okay.
Same roll.
Yep.
I'm going to I think I will spend a destiny point to give myself an extra data.
That looks better.
No, it doesn't actually.
Isn't that a success?
That's 2 failures and 2 failures and 3 advantages. So while that doesn't seem to work either, my strength is slowly coming back as I maneuver. So I'll drop another strain.
One of them, again, moves in to try to attack you, and it misses.
Okay. Karel falls back until she's like physically, maybe a half foot from Essen and Ayla, and puts both arms out and just closes her eyes, just trying to basically create a wall in the force to prevent them from coming in.
Okay.
Same sort of deal.
Give yourself a blue die, because you're kind of getting the feeling, and once you get closer to Jedi Sakura, you get the same feeling that you get whenever you do battle meditation on yourself.
Okay. So, 0 failures, 2 advantages. So, yeah, I'm regaining my strength, but I'm not successfully doing anything to these Dathomiri witches.
Okay. One does leap out as you're doing that, and she actually leaps towards you, and where you feel that you've thrown up your wall, she actually goes right underneath and comes up and attacks you. So you're going to take 4 strain minus your soak.
Okay. Going to focus. I mean, I'm trying to keep the same mental construct up, but I'm going to use that one. Kind of came in on my left. What Karel felt was her left side, so she's going to sweep her left arm forward to try and push that thing back. I'll be using force move again.
So add your force die in, and any light side come up count as successes.
Okay.
Do you succeed?
I do succeed.
Karel reaches out, and when you use your move ability, you literally hit one of them, and it just completely disappears.
Okay.
And then another one moves towards you, and it attacks and misses.
I'm going to tap deeper into the force.
Okay.
And try and use move on another one that's coming my way.
Okay. For that, add a blue die. Just give you a little boost to it.
Okay, that kind of worked. Yeah, 3 successes and 2 threats.
Okay. You see a couple more kind of vanish.
There's a little bit of, unfortunately though, there's also a little bit of psychic backlash, so she takes a little. Tazi can actually see that Karel is physically broken out into a sweat.
Okay. You hear a scream from behind you. It's Essek screaming behind you. Mm-hmm. And you turn around and you see him, and he's holding on to his head, and you can see the green, kind of a green mist coming out of his eyes and going into the main Night Sister that Jedi Sakura is currently battling.
Are there any of them like really threatening me right now?
Nope. The only one that's really anywhere near you is the main one.
Okay. Reaching out again with the force, since using force move seems to be what's working for her. She's going to attempt to, and hoping this doesn't hurt Essen. Did all the green stuff is still coming out, right?
Yes.
She's going to basically use force move to help push it out of him and back.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Nope, I understand. Same roll.
Hey, that's actually a success and 2 threats. So Karel is like doing almost more damage to her than the Night Sisters have done at this point, but that seemed to work better.
Correct. You reach out with the force and you push the last of the green mist out and back into the mother of the Night Sisters. And then you see Ayla step forward, and she just yells, "Be gone!" and pushes her hands forward really quickly. And you see the Night Sister just kind of smile as she disappears. And then all of a sudden you open your eyes, and you're standing in the med bay looking at Essek. And
Karel actually catches herself on the table, and she's like breathing heavily. Is that it? Was that all of
Yes. I believe we have won.
Kale!
So he comes in and he's like, everything all right?
I think so.
1 success and 2 advantages. So?
His heart rate is very elevated. He is showing signs of extreme exhaustion.
So Kay would do the same thing you would do for any trauma patient. So he does a few of the things. He also checks his eyeballs.
They are red. The green is gone.
All right. Creepy red instead of creepy green. You are send me back to normal, old man. So KO just kind of starts working on stuff. He gives him a few sedatives to bring down the heart rate, and a few of the other things that he would, triage for a person who's in shock. Most likely. I guess that's what he's assuming, because he was talking about I knew that it was very mental as far as like the process was. So it's okay. I was just kind of doing triage for somebody who's been in shock or been injured recently. Helping bring down the heart rate, making sure that he gets like some cold presses and stuff like that to bring down everything on the body.
After a little while of doing all that stuff, he basically just passes out from exhaustion.
Perfect.
You can tell exhaustion, some malnutrition, little dehydration.
So he gets him on a drip.
Yep.
ASAP.
And as you're doing that, Ayla basically just collapses in the corner.
All right, well, I guess I'm going to be busy today.
I go check on her.
She's exhaustion, strain.
Could you take her to your room?
Yeah. All
right, thank you. Are you okay? Can you make it? Do you want me to help you?
No, I think so. Corell actually kind of gets under Anavela's arms, and they stagger off down the hall. And anybody who checks on them will find both of them passed out right in front of Corell's door.
KO hears a... KO's like, cock. So he like walks over. I lift them both up and I set them down on Corell's bed. And I'm like, all right, you girls stay here. And I'm going to go check on Tazi and his dad again. KO walks out the room. So he walks back to the med bay.
So when you walk back into the med bay, Tazi's actually at his father's side, kind of holding his father's hand. I mean, he sees the influence is now gone, but his dad also participated in an assassination. So as far as having him strapped down to the table, Tazi seems to be okay with that.
Okay. Just kind of let's Tazi do his thing. Okay. Then he's not.
Tazi's just holding onto his dad's hand, and there's definitely a look of concern on Tazi's face, but he's not saying anything. He's just sitting there holding his dad's hand. It looks like he's kind of holding it a little tight, if you were to really look. And he's just sitting there quietly looking at his dad.
He's just passed out from exhaustion. I mean,
and yeah, he understands that. It's like a quiet moment for Tazi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the first time he's been able to like look at his dad and see, like, again, it's been years since Tazi's seen his father, and now his father is free of that influence, and now it's just his dad.
Right, and alive,
and
it's its own.
Like, you can, I mean, I'm sure Tazi can probably see the wear and tear that life has taken on him, and you know, hopefully at this point maybe there's some peace on his face as opposed to all the.
He does look very peaceful and at rest. He's not battling anything mentally right now. If it's possible to see somebody sleep and not dream at all, that's what he's doing.
While Tazi's just doing that, KO's kind of preparing different things to inject into his... my assumption kind of when you were describing him in general, that he probably wasn't taking care of himself. Like he was just kind of going at the whim of these Night Sisters.
Yes.
So my guess is like... So KO's trying to make sure he gets nutrients and like vitamins and, you know, just to like... And he's just being quiet, which is weird for Tazi.
Yeah. So Tazi looks up from his dad and kind of looks over at KO, and Tazi sees KO prepping these different like nutrient bags and things you would normally give a patient that's maybe malnourished or dehydrated. And he kind of puts his dad's hand back down on the table and looks over to KO and says, "Do what you need to do. We need to get him healthy to take him back to prison." And Tazi walks out of the med bay.
A1 looks over at KO. What can I do?
I guess
I feel like I should do something.
If you want to, make sure Tazi doesn't do anything wrong. I don't know.
Define wrong?
I don't know. Like, try to call someone. I don't know. He needs time before... I don't know. Just make sure you get some sleep. Maybe some golden drink, you know.
Okay, I got it. Golden drink, sleep, don't call anybody.
That's pretty much what I want.
All right. You see A1 walk away. He plugs into the computer. Got it. He can't call anybody.
Don't make it so that no one can call anyone.
I did. I got it.
Don't make it so... No. Whoa. Hold on.
What?
If I need to call someone, I want to be able to call someone.
7326.
Is that the password to make a call?
Yes.
All right. Thanks. I love and hate you sometimes, A1.
And then A1, he rolls up to the cockpit and he sees Tazi, and he's got golden drink that he hands out to you.
Thanks, buddy. Tazi grabs a drink and downs it in pretty much one shot. Tazi sets the glass down on the console.
Do I get you more?
No, you're fine, buddy. I need to kind of keep a clear head right now, anyway.
All right. What should I do?
You know, at this point, A1, I don't know. I think we got to take Essek back to prison, and
why?
Because he escaped from there or was taken from there. I don't believe he was released. Nothing we found said that he was released.
Maybe we should ask him.
We'll get around to that. I don't know if that's a conversation I'm ready to have with him yet. And he doesn't seem like he's in any shape to have it right now.
So we wait till he wakes up, and then
what do I tell him? What do I tell my mother? My mother thinks he's dead too.
A1 basically just... He stands there and watches Tazi. He's waiting for you to tell him if you need anything. Otherwise, he just stands there.
Tazi kind of puts his hand out and kind of like lightly pats A1's dome and basically says, "Hey, buddy, look, I'm fine. Go see if Karel or KO need anything that you can help them with on the ship. You know, keep yourself busy doing what you do. I just need to kind of be alone right now. I got to try and figure this out, what I'm going to do and what I'm going to do for my mother. And like, I got to think about this a little bit.
Okay. A1 rolls out. He shuts the door. You hear him on the other side of the door doing something, and then he rolls away.
Tazi starts to key into the comm system a sequence of numbers, and the camera sees him like stop short, and then he like sits there staring at the comm for a second, and then just hits the clear button, and leans back in the chair and just stares out the window at the dock area, at the spaceport area, in his own thoughts, and then the camera wipes.
Alright, so A1 rolls back to where KO is. Tazi wants to be left alone.
No, I mean, that makes sense.
But I shut the door. It'll alarm me if he leaves.
I mean, that's fair. All right. Thanks, I guess.
So now what?
What do you mean, now what?
Well, Karel is asleep. Tazi wants to be alone. What do we do?
Well, I'm going to continue to make sure the patient is fine, and I'll probably make sure that the girls are fine. I assume they're fine, but...
Okay.
Would you like to go check on them?
I can.
Sure, just don't be creepy and stand there and stare at them.
Got it.
So go into the room.
Stand there, be creepy.
Nope. Go into the room.
Stare at them.
Don't stare at them. Look, make sure they're fine. If they're fine, they're fine if they're breathing. If they're breathing, just come back and let me know that they're breathing.
Okay.
Immediately.
Okay.
Don't sit there and stare at them, because you do that and it's scary.
Okay.
Like, normal people would get arrested for that.
But droids don't?
Droids do, too. They do.
Oh, all right.
I think it's a law on Rhodia or something.
So A1 rolls out. A couple minutes later, he comes back. Yep, they're breathing.
Perfect. Thanks. I mean, I don't want to be rude. I don't really have anything for you to do.
Okay. I'll go fix something.
Don't do anything. Just, I don't know. Go search stuff on the HoloNet.
Okay.
That won't get us in trouble.
A1 just goes over and starts looking on the HoloNet. Okay, we'll make another medicine check.
Okay.
Average again.
Okay.
You have your medical bag and everything, right?
I do.
Doesn't that give you a blue die?
It does. I have a triumph and another success.
Okay.
So lots of successing.
All right. In your medical bag, you've got a little scanner.
Yes.
You notice as you scan over his head, there is scar tissue in his brain, basically.
So there's scar tissue I wish you saw.
Yeah. You know that there is some damage that's been done. You just don't know the extent of how much damage is done.
Like, is he going to remember who he is?
You don't know until he wakes up.
Perfect. All right. So how do you tell the child of a patient that their father's brain may have damage?
A1 kind of turns his head. Are you asking me a question?
No, kind of just talking to myself at the moment. That's not the repairable kind, is it? No, that's not. Huh. This is going to be fun. So it makes a quick internal comm, which I don't think is locked down.
Nope. Internal comms are fine.
So it hits the internal comm button to call the front, the cockpit. That's what they're called.
Yeah, Gil. What do you need?
Do you have a couple of moments? I was just doing some scans and found something you may want to know about, and I'm not sure what it's going to do when your father wakes up.
Great. Yeah, I'll come back there.
All right, thanks.
Well, noises come down the hallway, and Tazi comes around the corner into the medical bay. What now?
All right, so this is a normal brain. And he shows a picture. This is your father's brain scan. You see this section right here that's kind of shadowy, and it looks like there's kind of ridges and such.
That's not supposed to be there, is it?
No, not at all, actually. So I'm not a neurosurgeon by any stretch of the imagination, so I don't know how it will affect your father. Short term, long term, I don't know. It could be a memory center, it could be speech center. I don't quite know what it's going to do when he wakes up. Technically, if he wakes up, because I don't know if that was there before or not.
Okay, so we don't know what this is.
It's damage.
It's damage, but we don't know. We don't know if it's fresh. We don't know if it's old. We don't know anything about it.
Right. I just wanted you to know that he could wake up. I mean, he could know nothing. He could not remember the last however long he's been missing, well, dead, technically, you know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, he could not know that. He could not remember you. He may not. He also could not
He may
speak.
He may not be Essek. He may not be anything.
Right. And so I
He
figured...
may be a vegetable.
Right. So I figured I would let you know that before he woke up.
Okay, keep me posted. I have to go make a comm call. I've been putting it off, and I've been putting it off too long.
Okay. Sounds good.
Tazi goes back up to the cockpit, sits down, and keys a comm code back into the holocom, and he waits a second, and then hits the send button.
You get a locked out message.
He hits the send button again.
Locked out. It asks for a code.
Shipwide comm goes out.
Yes, Captain?
Whoever locked me out of the holocom should get up here pronto and unlock it, or they'll be faced with a restraining bolt and the loss of most of their memory functions.
A1, I'll go.
I don't think that a restraining bolt will do any good on KO.
Shut up, A1.
KO locked me out?
Yes.
You cocky piece of cock.
KO?
Yes, I'm coming. Hold on.
The comm turns off. It was your idea, technically.
Shut up. Thank you. Good lord.
No!
I'm coming. KO walks up to the cockpit.
As you approach the cockpit, Tazi is the chair turned around facing the door, drumming his fingers on the console.
Yes, Captain.
Yeah, so about this comm lockout?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that?
Yeah, mainly because I didn't want you to make a foolish phone call. Like, I don't know, say to your mother.
Well, if he's not going to wake up, I can at least tell her that he's actually dead.
And if he wakes up and he's not...
What do you expect me to do, sit here and wait?
Sleep? Something? I don't... Look, I just didn't want you to make a foolish decision and call someone and let someone know. We don't know what is going to happen when your father wakes up. We just don't. And I didn't want you to make a phone call and bring up bad feelings and bad things with your family when nothing could happen at all. If he doesn't wake up, then he doesn't wake up and you make a phone call. And you can be like, look, this is what happened. He's dead now. Great. But if he wakes up, we need to not have that already happen.
So, alright, so what do we do now? What do we do? Where do we go? Do we just sit here on Rhodia and wait to see if he wakes up?
I would like to not do that. Technically speaking, I would like to leave as soon as Ayla Sakura is not passed out inside of Karel's bed.
What?
Yeah, so whatever.
Is that
not in a weird sexual way.
I wasn't going there.
I mean, I was there. Okay, so that's not helping. So now, whatever Karel and Ayla did in your father's mind drained them immensely.
This isn't being. You're not. This is not
I know.
explained the way you want it to be.
No, it's not. Anyway, they tried.
No, I mean, I saw the result of what happened anyway. I
Okay,
mean,
so they tried to take themselves to Karel's room to rest, and they both passed out. So I proceeded to put them in Karel's bed, and I left immediately. And now I'm waiting for Ayla to wake up so that she can leave, and then we can leave.
so right now we're just playing a waiting game.
Right, and, I figured you were awake. I might as well tell you about what's going on. Maybe I could have waited, I guess.
I'm not sleeping anytime soon. Think they'll be safe if we go to the bar?
Well, yeah, I mean, your father's locked down, and, I mean, we could probably keep A1 on watch, because he doesn't sleep, obviously. And the ladies... we could probably make it so that we would be known when they wake up. So yeah, we could do that.
All right, let's get off the ship for a little bit anyway.
All right, Ko does all of those things. Tells A1 to...
Yeah, what?
So, Tazi and I are going to go to a bar for a little bit, for obvious reasons. If you could make sure, if his father wakes up, give me a call immediately, like ASAP,
Okay.
that he wakes up.
Right.
And
If he wakes up, or if the sensors and alarms and such go off in a way that could be bad.
right,
Okay.
if he's dying or anything, just let me know immediately. And if Ayla or Karel wake up anytime soon, just let them know that we're at the bar and tell us that you let them know that, and we'll come back.
Okay, got it.
Perfect.
Got it. And you watch as A1 starts doing like a little patrol, basically, line from their room back to the med bay, back to their room, back to the med bay.
Super effective. I like it. Good job, you. Let's go, Tazi.
Yeah, and you guys go to the bar.
I pour copious amounts of golden drink for him.
I'm gonna flip a destiny point.
Okay.
They don't have golden drink.
Okay.
Golden drink is unknown on Rhodia.
Oh, no.
You walk into the bar. There's the bartender.
I'll take
Yes?
I'll take 2 golden pod racers, please.
What is that?
What?
What is that?
It's a drink.
How do you make it?
You have the HoloNet. Look it up.
He walks over and types some stuff up.
Oh, no. We only serve the high-end drinks here.
Oh, that's high end. For sure.
You could power a speeder with one of those.
Yeah, I know. That's brilliant.
That's the point.
I can
No.
get drunk on it, and I could power a speeder. I don't see where there's a problem with this.
Yeah,
It sounds top-notch to me.
try one of these.
And he gives you this tall, thin glass with an olive in the top. And
First of all, how much does that cost?
3
if you're
credits.
telling me to try it, it must be on the house, right?
Yours will be.
Oh,
Don't thank you.
whatever.
Sure, any port in a storm, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tazi picks up the tiny, delicate glass and kind of looks at KO and says, "Cheers, buddy."
Cheers, I guess. Clank.
And Tazi downs it.
it's a martini glass, basically.
Yes, it's nice. Yeah, so the space apples? Is it an
Yes.
apple teeny?
Yes.
So
It was my
is
recipe.
there actually alcohol or liquor in this?
Well, yes.
It doesn't taste like it.
Well, then you should have to drink more.
I mean, I guess that's technically true.
Do you have anything stronger?
Unless you could just give us like a jug of that, like just a big vat of whatever you
No,
just...
I want something stronger than that.
All right, and maybe if you could remove some of the sweetness and just add more alcohol,
I mean, that tastes like something we served to children on Duros there.
it might actually be. I don't know. You guys have a wicked strong alcohol tolerance.
We do have pretty good tolerance.
He reaches over and just picks up a bottle of clear liquor.
That's a little bit more
Well,
sweet.
I appreciate I appreciate you being so economical. Hey, hush. It's
Told you it was
it's the
strong.
apple. It's the apple. I swear.
It makes my
I
tongue numb.
appreciate you being so economical with your time and just giving me the bottle, but you can't make something with that.
You wanted something stronger.
Are you a bartender, or do you just hand out drinks?
Oh, very well.
He starts whipping up a drink. He basically grabs 5 different bottles, and yeah, he's a showman.
Oh, look at that. We'll give him an extra tip. Wait, hold on.
It looks like he's making a Mandalorian mixed spice.
Sort of. Only this is my version.
Oh, it's his version. Look at that.
We'll see.
He sets it down.
The Mandalorians, they can make a mean drink.
Yeah, I know. Everything they do is mean.
That's true.
Look at their faces.
I try not to.
I know.
He mixes up.
I'm gonna open up these. There's salted snack
Like,
here.
what is that? It looks like a lump of salt, essentially.
It kind of. It's
Oh, look at
It's
that.
a thing here.
They've got like these blocks of like bantha cheese.
God, they grabbed this thing so a child couldn't open it.
Yeah, it's
Jeez.
impressive. No, I'll try a little bit of this. Oh,
There's a green
Oh.
inside. That's weird.
this bantha cheese is pretty delicious.
All right.
He sets down 2 large drinks in front of you.
Oh my god, this tastes horrible.
Well,
Like on a scale of like golden drink horrible, or like on a scale of like that apple teeny we just had.
It's like somebody made Tatooine salsa and then put bantha poodoo in it
No.
and then added some salt. Ugh,
Oh wow.
I can't get the taste off my tongue.
Oh, that's probably gonna last with you. That's gonna probably stick with you for a long time.
Ugh. Wow, that's horrible. I don't know who would eat that. That's garbage. That's hot garbage.
I actually think that is garbage.
Ugh.
Yeah, but this bantha cheese is pretty delicious, though, huh? Yeah.
It looks good. I'm just gonna have this. So what is this? Is this a Mandalorian mixed spice?
it's my version.
What do you call it?
The Rhodian mixed spice.
Yes.
That seems pretty derivative.
Listen, it makes sense though, right? We're on Rhodia. It's a mixed spice drink. We might as well call it a Rhodian
I drink
mixed
it out
spice.
of this curly straw here, right? Wow.
It's pretty strong.
Good morning to you. Whew.
If I had sinuses, they'd be clear. Wow.
I've
that's,
got sinuses. They are clear.
Well, you wanted something stronger.
No, you
No,
delivered.
you did it. You
delivered.
got
Yeah, this
exactly what we
is
asked
worth
for.
whatever you're going to ask me to pay for it.
Oh, mine. Goodness
So
gracious.
give me and make another one of these.
Right. Do that.
And just have it ready to go. Wow, this is
That is
this
delicious,
is quick
actually.
acting. This is
Ah. That's good stuff. Maybe I'll have another one of those apple teenies too. Those are pretty delicious as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, you know, now that I'm here.
He mixes up a pitcher of the Rhodian mixed spice and just sets it down in between you guys.
I love you.
You know,
Well,
I'm gonna keep you around.
I appreciate that.
If we had space on our ship, that's a spaceship.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good.
If we had a bunk on our ship, I would definitely offer it to you in exchange for these wonderful drink mixing skills.
Yeah, no, I am super.
I might even eat this garbage bar. This stuff's so good.
Yeah, no, it's.
I don't think I can taste it.
You know what?
Honestly, the spice is just so heavy on the tongue.
My tongue is pretty numb at this.
Did you put glitter stem in this?
No.
Oh, good. But that is amazing that I feel like this without it, you know?
But the way your little weird mouth is puckering, I think you did put glitter stem in this.
I think it's just a space duck face.
No, I don't put glitter stem in any of
Did you say space duck face?
I did, yeah. Oh, man.
Man.
Pour a little more of this drink, eh?
There's any music in here?
Well, there's a bar. There's a piano.
Do you play? Because, I mean, I
haven't played in a long time.
I might be able to tickle the iris a little bit, yeah?
You gonna tickle something?
Oh, yeah. You.
That Rhodian lady at the end of the bar is giving you the eye.
Well, I mean, we can talk, I guess.
Eyes look like giant stellar marbles.
And back on the ship,
Star wipe?
Krell opens her eyes and realizes, she looks up. She sees a mattress, looks down, and Ayla's sleeping on the bed next to her.
Yeah.
Krell sits up. And it's like,
You hear the sounds of A1 rolling up and down the hallway.
she gets up and looks out in the hall.
You see the door open. Oh, hold on. Don't move.
What?
Your comm beeps.
What's going on, A1? It's A1.
She's awake. She's awake.
Who's awake? Who's awake?
She's awake.
Who's awake?
Who are you talking to?
Which one's awake?
Corral, you told me to call you as soon as they're awake. She's awake.
Oh, Clark, she's awake.
And then he hangs up.
We can't go back there like this. I don't want to hear it.
And we could.
Who are you talking to?
KO.
Where's Ko?
At the bar.
Is Tazi with him?
Yes.
Where's Essek?
All right. He's in the back. He's fine.
Oh,
I've been doing patrols.
oh, that's good. Which bar did they go to?
One moment.
This is Tazi. Oh, wait. This is Tazi.
Liar.
That's a horrible impersonation. I know. I'm sorry. It's horrible. I know. It's horrible. I know. What's up? What's going on?
Corral wants to know what bar you're at.
He just hangs up the call.
He doesn't know.
They've been there that long.
Yep.
She looks back and Ayla is breathing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's fine.
Carl goes to the infirmary to look for something for the headache she has.
What did A1 want?
Something about, I think Corell's awake.
Kark.
Yeah. I mean, we could just keep drinking.
I think that is a fight. He didn't say that my dad was awake.
Nope.
Right?
Nothing about that.
Then we will still soldier on.
Soldier on. Did I tell you the time that I was a soldier thing?
Back on the ship, Carell wanders down to the infirmary, and I'm going to flip this destiny point over. And Carell walks in just in time to see Essek open his eyes.
He kind of looks around.
Oh, Mr. Tazi.
Yeah, what do you want? Wait, where am I? What's going on?
You were badly...
Who are you?
Hi, my name's Carell.
Why am I on this table?
'Cause you almost died, and you're getting better. Do you know your name?
Essek.
Okay. Well, this is the KRALLET'S FANG.
The what?
KRALLET'S FANG.
The what?
The family ship.
I know it. What?
Yeah, you're on board.
Okay.
You're safe.
How'd I get here?
We brought you here.
Why?
Because you tried to kill somebody.
Again?
Well, you weren't successful. Yay. And she's rummaging in a cabinet and finds the equivalent of space aspirin and takes 4 of them.
Who are you?
My name's Carell.
Let me help.
1 second.
There's an alarm going off on your comm.
This is Ko. How can I help you today?
Oh, Kark. Essek's awake.
No.
Is it safe to unrestrain him?
No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Mm-mm.
Are you sure? You don't sound very medically sound.
Hold on. Let me put you on hold. Tazi.
I didn't actually put her on hold. I just...
I can still hear.
Tazi. What? So, you remember that whole when your father wakes up situation we were talking about? Chris. Yeah, that's the word.
I'm checking on that, Mr. Tazi. Hang on 1 second. Are you thirsty? We could get you some golden drink.
He doesn't need anything to well, if you...
I thought you put me on hold.
I'll put you on overhold.
I don't drink.
Wait, what's overhold?
It's a button.
It's more than hold.
Extra holding.
Extra hold?
Extra hold.
More than hold. Got it.
So, no, don't. Okay, hold on.
Maybe some water?
Hold on. No. If you're going to give him anything to drink, you need to take some of the medical supplies that are in him out. You know,
I'm going to make a medicine check, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be hard
Yep.
to see if I can figure out what this drunken sot is telling me.
Yes, go ahead.
Holy crap, I figured it out.
So, like I said, you gotta make sure you don't over-saturate his body, because
You mean remove the saline drip and the other IVs before he becomes hypersaturated?
that's the one, that's the word.
Yes, we don't want him to get too moist.
We don't, that word is awful. Just so
Which word? Hypersaturated?
I love that word. That's
Oh.
so many syllables.
It's true. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Tazi. Talking to our medic. He was taking care of you.
And everyone else on this ship, I'll have you know.
Well, yeah.
No, Tazi.
Is she discounting your role again?
She is. She does that to me.
Hey, hang up.
No, don't listen to him. He's a medical patient of mine. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Click. And then I hit mute, seeing if I can fake him out and let him keep talking.
You know, Tazi, we should probably go back, because your father's awake, and I'll be perfectly honest, I don't think Crow can handle all of the medical stuff.
I don't want him.
Okay, well, we have to. You stop it right now. You put on your adult pants, right?
Listen, I let that guy ruin my life as a kid. He ruined my mother's life. We can kick him off the ship into the depths of deep space for all I care.
Okay, we're not gonna do that, because we're better people than that. We're better people than your father.
But he's not.
We're better people.
He's not.
We're better. We're better than he is.
He didn't care about me.
He didn't.
He didn't care about my mother.
He did not, no.
He left us in ruin.
He did.
How about some salty snacks? Would that be okay?
Hold on.
Okay.
I hang up at that point.
All right.
I'm about to hear Ralphing.
All right. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go together. Oh god.
Just no. Let me sit here and
God, that was gross.
let me
Your comm goes off.
focus.
Hello. My God, it's loud in my head right now.
It's A1.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, what?
He's awake. He's awake.
Sweet mother still of gods.
I can hear that from here.
Oh my! Turn it off.
He hangs
That's
up.
gotta be loud.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna go turn them off. I'm gonna turn them off. I'm gonna turn them off permanently. It's gonna happen. This is done.
Let's do it.
I'm doing it.
Let's do it.
I'm done with this. We're done.
You gotta take control.
I'm doing it.
A1, I may have a really bad idea, but let's...
Worse than what I just did.
Yes, let's try something.
Okay.
Can you go get me a large piece of cardboard and some paint?
Sure.
Okay. When he comes back, Carl paints a for sale and then writes sold on it sign. Go hang this outside the ship. I want to see if they're that drunk. We're not actually selling the ship. I just want to see if they're gullible enough to find...
Okay. A1. Gotcha. And he wheels out, hangs the sign up.
Okay, Mr. Tazi, I can get you something to drink, but I need to remove that IV. I'm not a very good medic. Are you sure you don't want to wait for our medic? He'll probably be back in an hour or two. You should
Who's
just
your
rest.
medic? Who's what?
Oh, KO.
What medic?
KO.
Why?
Because he signed on the ship.
What ship?
The KRALLET'S FANG.
I used to own that ship.
Yes, your son owns it now.
Why?
Because he got it back from the guy who stole it.
And then he starts staring off into at the wall.
Krell stares up at the wall. Doesn't see anything interesting. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you should just take a nap for a little bit.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Then he closes his eyes.
Curl just kind of sits against the wall and pulls up her data pad and pulls the outer ramp camera up and just waits for the boys to come back.
Make a quick average perception check.
Really? Now I roll a freaking triumph?
He kills it.
Oh
He
my
destroys
god. 5 successes and 2 advantages and a triumph.
You notice on your for sale sign,
Uh-huh.
somebody is very in small print written, Not my idea. It was hers.
Really, A1?
What? I put it out there.
I know, but you're ruining the joke.
It's funnier this way.
You're giving it away.
I thought we sold it.
No. The idea is to see if they're so drunk that they believe somebody sold the ship.
Well, they will. They won't be able to read the fine print.
All right, 10 credits says they do.
15.
All right, 15. You're on.
All right.
And we sit back and wait.
So KO and Tazi are arm in arm, just manhandling this road,
Recording all of this.
just all the way up. And KO's like, and that's about the time that I told that Jedi that he could take his force powers and shove it right up his cripping cock.
Do you work with... Did you ever, with the Jedi Secure? She's pretty...
What do you mean? Because, guy between guy.
You got man parts, she's got lady parts. Did they ever kind of meet? They have a secret meeting?
It was like, it was this moment where we're like, I was there, she was there, we were there.
Was it romantic?
I feel like I love her.
Wow. Then you need to tell her.
No.
You need to tell her.
Nope.
Because you can't hide that stuff. You gotta come out.
She's important, and I'm just.
It's gonna come out at the wrong time if you don't do it yourself.
I'm just a thief, I'm not even.
I don't want to say I would be me, but I might say something by accident.
No.
If you don't say
won't
something,
say it. You won't, because it doesn't matter. It's over. That part of my life. It's not me. This is me. It's me and you. Right here.
This is us.
This is what we're.
This is what's important. We're doing things, good things.
They sold the ship.
What?
Look at the sign.
What are you talking?
Look at the sign.
What sign? What sign?
This turns his head away from him while he pukes, and then lifts it up and stares at the sign. Look at the sign. Look at it. It says for sale, sold. They sold it.
Roll perception checks because you're drunk. It's going to be hard because it was average for you.
And tiny print, so black die.
And a black die, yeah.
With significant threats. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, with 3 threats and 2 successes, Tazi can see the fine print.
The threats are you're not sure who she is.
Yeah, this is an outrage.
Did you read? Look at this little tiny thing here.
What is that? I can't.
Tiny print.
That is
Read it.
really small.
And Tazi grabs the sign and actually jams it in KO's face.
The small right here. The small stuff.
Her eye was not me.
Camera quickly cuts over to the interior of the KRALLET'S FANG, where Corell just says, "Here's your 15 credits," and then cuts back.
And the ramp opens up.
Look at that.
Anyone?
He's standing at the end of the ramp.
Oh, there you.
I love you.
I love you too, but
damn cute.
That's not the point. The point is
so cute.
Stop.
Just see him.
It's so adorable.
His little hands out.
Look at him.
Look at him. It's just.
Gosh, what was I mad
hard to be
about?
mad at him.
I don't know. You know what?
He rolls up and puts his thumb against your stomach.
It's all right.
Did you sell the ship?
Did you sell the ship?
Did you sell the ship?
That seems like a terrible idea. How would you do that?
We can't leave if we don't have a ship.
I didn't sell it. I can't sell it. I don't own it.
It says sold.
Is that sold? You lied to? Or you what? So are you trying to pull a fast one on us?
Did you get
take all the money?
Did you get a lot of money?
No, that's not my handwriting.
What do you mean no?
I didn't get any money.
Who
got the money?
Who sold the ship and got all the money then?
I don't know. Maybe we should do an investigation of whose handwriting that is.
Let's do it. We got to figure out who sold our ship and took money for ship they don't own.
Tazi, his right hand comes up and he's got the glass from the bar still in his hand. And he jabs himself in the eye with the straw.
Yeah, that's outrage. He is.
This is how mad I am.
He's hurting himself.
This is how mad you've made me, A1.
He's so upset.
I'm so mad.
I didn't do it.
We see that. That's what this says on the writing, where it says.
I don't feel good.
No.
I'll hold your hair.
He doesn't have hair.
Shh.
Redemption is played using the Star Wars role-playing game system by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books.
If you enjoy Redemption, please reach out to us on social media. Our Facebook and Twitter pages can be found at Redemption Pod, and we have our website as well, redemptionpodcast.com. Please look for us on Instagram as well. We recently started an account with Redemption Podcast. Review the show for us on iTunes, Stitcher, or other podcasting applications you may use. This does help people locate the podcast, and it does spread the word for us so more people can hear our thrilling story. If you're enjoying the story that Redemption tells and would like to offer us some support, we do have a Patreon page at patreon.com/redemption. All funds collected from the page are used to help us upgrade our equipment and make sure we're telling the best story we can with the best quality equipment that we can. Thank you very much.